what stack card this will be. I'm Boston Up 86. I'm back to with another video, and today I'm going to do my predictions for AEW Full Gear 2020 predictions. What a stack card this has been, and yeah, I'm blown away. This might be one of the best pay-per-views in 2020. There are some been good ones, but the question is, can AEW do justice to what Revolution did, their pay-per-view from earlier this year? We'll have to see. Also, I would like to give my 2 cents on the Ilya Dragunov versus Walter match from NXT UK. Ow! Holy Christ, those two beat the living crap and dog piss out of one another. I swear, if you look at Ilya Dragunov from the beginning match to the end, he's white as me, and he's got less pigmentation than a freaking sheep. He looked red. Walter can't do justice for those chops. I swear, if him and Flair had a chopping match, I'm pretty sure Flair would have had an aneurysm just by looking at that thing. Jesus, Lord in heaven, that match was violent. Only thing I couldn't deal with was the slaps to his face. No, because that was a little awkward. Raw this week was crap. NXT, it was alright. And AEW, what's the phrase for? I can't remember because I have a lot of things going on in my head, and I'm very tired. The Go Home show for Full Gear was pretty good. So, with that out of the way, these are my predictions for AEW Full Gear. On the pre-show, this one is very, very, very sad. This was announced, I think during social media or the day of Serena D versus Allison Kay. I'm about to say Scylla, but I was thinking Priscilla. Allison Kay, a.k.a. Sienna from TNA, now Impact, for the NWA Women's World Championship. This one is sad because it's on the pre-show. Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa had a very good match on UWN Primetime Live, which I encourage you guys to watch that match. That match was amazing. But you put this on the pre-show, I mean, come on. The original pre-show was going to be Orange Cassidy versus John Silver, which I would have been fine with that. But no, they got bumped onto the main show. I'm going to pick Serena because she just won the title. I think Allison Kay, I think they'll craft a very good match. But yeah, I have Serena won because she just won the title. Speaking of Cassidy versus Silver, we get to that match. I'm going to pick Orange Cassidy. I'm not a fan of Orange. He has his fans. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about these two gimmicks. Nothing against the people. They're both pretty talented in their own right. I just don't care. And then we get to Chris Jericho versus MJF. If MJF wins, he is in the inner circle. Have fun on seeing that. He gets to be inside the circle. Again, have fun on seeing that. Now, if I remember from last year, from Full Gear last year, Chris Jericho took on Cody for the World Heavyweight title. And MJF was in Cody's corner, and that's when MJF turned on Cody. And if you can hear a pin drop, and the reaction was enormously eruptive. Enormously, I don't even know if that's a word. I might have to look that up in my dictionary. But MJF's going to win. He's going to somehow join the inner circle, and then either he's going to push Jericho out, or the inner circle is going to turn on Jericho. It's going to happen one way or the other, and Jericho's probably going to be a babyface, even though some of the things he's said on social media, I mean, he's kind of an idiot, but I digress. I'm not going to get into that. But, yeah, I have MJF winning. Next up, we have Hikaru Shida, or Hikaru Shida, as I would say, versus Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero, who's also made some questionable decisions. This is for the Women's Championship. I have Hikaru Shida. I just like saying it like that. I think Nyla's very talented. She should have been the first champion. if I'm going to be brutally honest, but I digress. I think they should craft a very good match. They had a very good match, Double or Nothing. So yeah, this should be a good match. I'm having Shida retaining. Though, if Nyla wins, I don't have a problem with that. So, I have Shida winning, even though that if Nyla wins, I don't have a big problem with that. Next up, oh my, we have Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara, the Ultimate Deletion match. So, it's probably a cinematic match. If this match goes, I'd say 10 minutes, I'd be fine. I fear for Matt, because at what happened at All Out, I'm surprised he's still breathing. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, at All Out, it was Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara in it was basically a broken rules match, which is essentially Last Man Standing. They had a spot where they're on top of a scissors lift, and there's 2 tables above, and Sammy spears Hardy, but Hardy's head cracks. His skull cracks on the not on the sidewalk, but on the concrete. I'm surprised parts of his brains didn't spill. He had concussion protocol. The match stopped, and then it continued. That was uncomfortable. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a cinematic match. I'm picking Hardy to win, I guess. If Sammy wins, then good, I guess. I don't know. I just want this feud to end, honestly. Next up, we have, for the AEW World Title, an I Quit match. Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston. If you have not listened to the promo battle between these two, watch it. You'll thank me later. Sweet Lord in heaven, that was a promo battle. Eddie Kingston, even if he retires young, he could be one of the best mouthpieces in the wrestling today. I'm pretty sure if him and MJF have a promo battle, I'm pretty sure Kingston will wipe the floor with MJF with the promos. My God, this could be a very good match. I did a good match, I think, a couple weeks ago. A clean finish. That is something that never really happens in AEW when it comes to their main events. A clean finish. So, I'm picking Moxley to retain because it will play a factor into what I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. So, yeah, this should be a very good match. Next up, we have FTR, the former Revival, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, for the AEW World Tag Team titles. If Young Bucks lose, they will never challenge for the titles again, with Tully Blanchard banned from ringside. Just put all the gimmicks out there, why don't you? If you're looking at it from a standpoint, if the Young Bucks lose, they won't get a title shot again. It's basically saying the Young Bucks are gonna win. But if they switch it around and make it what Cody did back last year, if he lost to Jericho, he never challenged for the world title. If they go that route, I'll be fine with that. But if they're going with the way I think they're going, I'm pretty sure they're going that route, then Young Bucks are going to win. Unless something happens, I want FTR to retain, but I feel like the Bucks are going to win this one. Next up, for the TNT Championship, this one I am very anticipated for. Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson, good old AA, versus Darby Allin. I'm picking Darby. If Cody wins, that kind of then what else do you do with it? You kind of halted Darby's momentum. I feel like Darby should win. I've heard rumors that Sting might join AEW. If Sting is in AEW and he comes into full gear, he could probably join up with Darby. And I was thinking about this. If Sting is in AEW, which that'll be massive, he will partner with Darby, and they can form a little egregence and a little alliance, and and it'll probably be like when, the reason why I'm so mysterious is because my mentor is Sting. If they go with that route, I probably jizz in my pants, let's be honest. Yeah, I have Darby winning. If Darby doesn't win, then what else do you do with him? Darby is very good. I don't know why he wants to leave this mortal realm so soon, but I'm picking Darby to win. Then finally, we have the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament. Winner receives a future AEW World Title match. We have Adam Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega. Give this match 20 minutes and you'll have a barn burner here, folks. Omega's winning. I love Page. Omega is winning. If Omega wins, he's going to face Moxley. If they face off, Omega's going to win the title, and then Page will challenge for the championship, and then you can have that feud going on there. This will probably be a very good match. So yeah. Yeah, that's my prediction for AEW, Full Gear. This should be a very good card and a very good pay-per-view. I mean, if I had the money, I'll put $50 on it right now, but I don't have any money, and I'm not subscribed to AEW. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Also, another thing, Survivor Series is coming up. Oh boy, that's gonna be a show. I do want to say one thing. The Jey Uso heel turn. I liked it, but the way they kind of booked it was a little meh. The way I book it is, Daniel Bryan faced Jey Uso, and whoever won get to be captain. Jay won, but after the brutal Hell in a Cell match with Roman Reigns, he had to partner up with Roman. That's essentially what happened. If he didn't partner up with Roman, he'll face the consequences. Uso won, and then he turned heel anyways. If Bryan won, and then Jay turned heel after the match, I would have been fine with that. But we'll see how it goes from there, so... agree or disagree with what I say, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the herd, and make sure to wear a mask or COVID will kick your ass. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.